are in Tooele now, and we're going to take honey, hopefully, out of this one. At least check this other hive, the blue hive, and see how it's doing. So I weighed the boxes from the West Jordan hives when I got home, and I won't tell you here, I'll surprise when I post that video, but wow, it was awesome. So anyway, it's a little windy. There's some thunderstorms rolling in. I'm going to check this hive first over here, the blue hive, and then I'm going to get into the honey business. I just want to see how this hive's doing. Sugar bucket is empty, which is good. That means they've at least been foraging. And you see I don't have a smoker with me today because, you know, why? So they built out almost all of the frames. Still working on a couple here. I'm not going to stress them with a honey super. I'm going to put another bucket of sugar on, and maybe next week. So for now, let me get the bucket. And this hive is the last hive that we're feeding. So this is the last bucket of sugar syrup until the fall, hopefully. So off they go. So they're just going to do their thing like normal. Put a rock on it. So now we'll get into these. So hopefully, these two honey supers on this yellow hive, almost all the frames in both boxes were drawn wax from last year when we were in Sandy. So they didn't have to build as much wax, they just had to store. So I'm hoping that we have a good amount of stores up in here, and we might get to take whole boxes, but we'll see. So let's see what everything looks like. So it's a nice loud hive in here, I'll tell you that. It's all sticky with propolis. They're bringing in that sticky stuff off the trees and whatnot to seal everything up. But just want to see how these are progressing. So this is just wax. There's a little bit of nectar in those, but not in that frame. This one has a little more, but I was going to be shocked if we pulled any from this top box. But they are storing up here, which is good. So hopefully we'll take that bottom one and leave this one behind. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely storing nectar. They're bringing it in. That's pretty heavy. It's just, not going to be really extractable yet. It's got to dry out to about 17% or better on the moisture content. I like it a little more dry just to make sure. So 16% is good. Plus it's been so humid and hot. I'm also going to look at the Grantsville hives. I'm not going to record those though. I'm just going to pop them open when I get home. See if there's any frames in there worth taking. If there are, I'm going to grab them out and we'll have them available. But this whole box is going to go back to Grantsville for extraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that other super on underneath here. Then I'm going to use a fume board, and if you watch the West Jordan video, you know what that is. But the board, we spray it with this chemical. It smells like almonds to us, but the bees don't like it, and so they vacate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fume board on top here, and that way they're going to vacate down into that other honey super, the purple one, and they'll be all set. Let me grab the board real quick and we'll do that. And here we are. So if you saw the West Jordan one, we just spray this on the felt underneath. We put it on the top in the sun, heat from the sun, and warms that up, and the fumes make people mad, or at least less happy. That'll do its thing. That'll empty most of the bees out of here. I'll set this aside. I have a leaf blower where I'll stand it up on its end and blow out, you know, the stray bees. And we'll put this in the truck and take it on home. So that's for sure going to give us 3 entire boxes. That's 30 full frames of honey to extract tomorrow. So that's all spring honey, since summer really just started a week, 10 days ago. And so, yeah, it'll be the nice lighter spring honey. I did taste the honey from the West Jordan hives. It's quite tasty. And I'll probably taste this a little later on. So, anyways, let's see how this is doing. You can't hear it probably, but the hive is loud now. They're wound up because of this fume board and the chemical we spray on it, but they are riled up. So we'll just set this aside, and I'm just going to put this back as is. So I know I had 2 boxes on here before, but they really haven't fully capped this one up. And what's going to happen is I'm going to extract the frames in that box and just bring it right back and set it on probably by Sunday. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to put a whole empty box on quite yet. And then what'll happen is we'll just super after this until the end of the summer, and we'll take the extraction at the end of the year of the summer honey, and that'll be everything at that point. So whatever we get from West Jordan, this box here, and anything we get from Grantsville that I pull out tonight, that's all spring honey, and that'll have to do us until Labor Day, maybe a little after Labor Day, to when we pull the rest of the honey for the year. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get wrapped up. I'm going to stop the video, but I'm going to get cleaned up and get on out of here, head back to Grantsville. See ya.